pretend you're on stage and you're putting a performance on.
Hey, I'm Dr. Nashley Cephas, and I'm a principal AI scientist at Amazon Web Services. Today, we're here in Las Vegas with Chad, who's a drum teacher and the founder of Xgroove. We're gonna play some drums and learn how to use some generative AI. So come on.
I've been playing the drums roughly like 22 years. I was very much into the learning process, and that's what led me to create a teaching system for other drummers. There's an interchangeable set of 60 flashcards to help students be able to play a variety of drum beats.
Okay.
So just feel it as much as you can and kick that bass drum nice and hard.
Gotcha.
So now you can cheer. Okay, now that we learned that first beat, this is where the flashcards come into play. You'll start connecting the mind to those pieces of the drum beat.
Sorry to get into it though.
I love watching the excitement when you start to play something and it like kind of clicks.
Yeah. So what are some of the challenges with being a business owner?
I would like to grow a little faster. I personally struggle with social media, creating the content, the visuals, the captions.
If you had an assistant, what would you ideally have them help with?
I would probably go for a social media marketer.
So we're gonna learn how to use an app called PartyRock, which is Amazon Web Services generative AI tool. PartyRock actually lets you create apps using AI just by providing a simple prompt. So what we can do is say, we want to create social media content for Xgroove.
Yeah, so I'd ask for the target audience and the description, and I'm assuming it's gonna create a description from my key features, right? Yep. Is it based off of the inputs from up top?
Exactly. Using generative AI's iterative process to try to get the output that you want. So I'm gonna let you give it a shot. And as you see, the models are already crunching the data. They're already generating the output, so you can scroll up and see what it came up with.
Whether you're just starting out or looking to polish your chops, the Xgroove has got you covered. And then visit the xgroove.com and start grooving today. I like that a lot. I think we can add a couple of words in there to tweak it, but that's really cool. Mine would have been very generic and boring, so this really helps.
Now notice
the floating drums.
There's a floating drum stick.
Yeah.
But hey, maybe he tossed it, we don't know.
Yeah, he's just doing a stick trick.
You have a daughter that plays too, right?
Yeah, I do.
So it shows a lot of young men, which is okay. But if you want to say, hey, I would like to see a teenage girl playing the drums, you can absolutely add that as well.
Okay. What about uploading actual images of my flashcard?
Absolutely. So now you can add a widget to be an input instead of an output. So it's literally coding without coding. And this is really how we create applications in the AI industry. Can you think through the flow and the logic of what you're trying to create? What is the use case and what is your output?
It's really generating these elaborate descriptions of my products, stuff that I wouldn't even think of. It's really sparked some ideas. I'm gonna be playing with this thing all night. This is like a freaking assistant times 10.
We're gonna leave and let you play around with it and see what other use cases you can come up with.
Okay, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, show us what you got.
I built a few apps. This was to help me create social media content and a posting schedule for different platforms. And it came up with some really interesting ideas.
Oh, I like that, the ambidextrous challenge.
Yeah, show different like exercises and maybe ask the audience to show their own videos of it, tag me in it. We got the groove of the week, which I was like, that's a pretty cool idea.
Yeah.
And then this is what I thought was really cool. It was telling me the different times of day that we could post and specific days of the week. I actually had a weekly schedule organized to help me, deal with my kids and get some practice time in there.
Okay.
The other one is creating a ad campaign.
Drum up your skills in a flash. I like that with the flashcards. Okay, that's very clever.
And beat the learning curve. I actually like that a lot because that's why I created those cards, was to beat that curve that people have to go through.
3 things I want you to take away. Number 1, just start. A lot of people are intimidated by the technology, but you really just gotta get started. Number 2, AI is not perfect, so you should always keep a human in the loop. And number 3, remember to experiment with the inputs and the parameters of the models to get the output that you want. Do you think you'll continue using PartyRock after this?
Honestly, I feel like I could scale my business quicker and actually look more professional. So I think it's really a powerful tool.